So this meteorite was found in Michigan on January 18th, 2 days after it fell from space. It was recovered within hours after arrival of a professional meteorite hunter, Robert Ward. So we don't know yet the size of the whole asteroid when it entered the atmosphere yet, but I assume it's probably a few tens of feet. When we cut this meteorite immediately without water, inside you can see lots of rocky material, silicates, but also metal, which is typical of chondritic meteorites. These are more than 80% of all the meteorites look similar to that. What makes it very different here is that it was found only 2 days after it fell, and it was found on a frozen surface of a lake. That makes it didn't see any liquid water, which makes it really pristine and interesting. So we can potentially find things in this meteorite which we wouldn't find in any of the other meteorites in our collection. So it goes here into the desiccator. I close it.
All right, so what we're going to do now, Adrian, you tell me what you want to do. So this is...
So now it's safe. And
so this is a scanning electron microscope, an SEM, and I'm looking at the meteorite in high magnification, and then I'm using an EDS detector to get at chemical information. So by throwing down different spots on this meteorite, I can figure out what it's made of.
So what have you found so far?
So far, nothing too unexpected. A lot of olivine, pyroxene, plagioclase, lots of chondrules, some other minerals like chromite, which is very important when we're looking at meteorites that fell in the past.
My name is Jim Holstein. I am the collection manager of physical geology at the Field Museum, and we're going to step to this door to go see the meteorite collection at the Field Museum. Okay, so we're ready? High security. Drawers of desiccant that helps to maintain the environment inside of the cabinets. Because a lot of these meteorites, they have minerals that are water soluble, so the atmospheric moisture will degrade the meteorite. Some of them have metal. If you notice that H chondrite has a lot of metal in there. If it's in a moist environment, that'll begin to rot.
Around a couple of billion years.
Yeah. So we have meteorites like these pallasites. These are a combination of core material, which are nickel iron, and the big crystals you see there are olivine crystals. And moisture can certainly damage a meteorite like this. You can see there's a little bit of rust on there. So we have it in these auto desiccators to help protect it, to prevent the rust from spreading. So we're trying to preserve this collection, not just for our generation, but for future generations. And that's one of the biggest goals of the Field Museum, to preserve these collections for researchers. So meteorites, they fall every day, and typically it's dust-sized particles, pea-sized particles that burn up in the atmosphere. Events that happen a couple of weeks ago in Michigan, maybe once a year, twice a year, you have maybe a car-sized object that enters the atmosphere and explodes and falls and stuff like that. We've had this meteorite in our collection since 1894. It was in the Columbian Exposition in 1893, but it actually fell in the year 1400. And it fell in what is now the Czech Republic. And in the year 1400, people didn't know that this thing came from outer space. They saw this big streak, it fell, it's an iron meteorite. So they found this big iron meteorite after it fell. And they didn't know what it was.